Hey, welcome back to the channel. I just want to thank you so much for coming back and say it's good to see you. What I got for you in store today is the comeback of this channel. We are back. We are bigger, badder, and better than ever. We got new stuff planned. We got lots of game videos. We got other things going on. And I can promise you it is going to be epic. So strap yourselves in, sit in your seats, and once again, thank you so much for coming back to the channel. With all that being said, let's start this video today with Genshin 1.3, this beautiful update. Let's go. So what we're talking about today is the highlights from the version 1.3 special program that went on today on YouTube. And I gotta tell you, it was a crazy bombardment of beautiful items, things, people, stuff being added into Genshin during the 1.3 update. Now this has to do with the Lantern Rite event, which is separated into several smaller events over the course of this 1.3 update. They even gave us a 1.3 preview that we can see here that breaks down each of these events. So we're starting with May Fortune Find You, Night Sky's Grace, then Stand By Me, Lantern Rite, 5 Flushes of Fortune, Bishops, and Where to Find Them. Rip off Harry Potter. He's right. It's from Harry Potter. Excuse me. And of course, if you participate in this event, I got to tell you, you're going to get a lot of PrimoGems and a lot of experience materials for your weapons and for your characters. This is not something you want to miss. So starting off with the Lantern Rite, as we can see, it starts off with the Lantern Rite story, then proceeds to the Lantern Rite Tales, then to the Theater Mechanicus, then ending in the Xiao Market. That's right, the Xiao Market. I know I said Xiao. Don't judge me. One of the best things and the reason that we come into this game is because we want characters. We want to build teams. We want to build a relationship that we can just go out and do mad damage and enjoy it. But again, we know that requires characters. That's why this event has this beautiful Stand By Me feature, giving you the ability to choose from one of these 6 4-star characters. They are all awesome in their own right. One of them not so much, but we have Ningguang, Beidou, Xiangling, Qinghua, Chongyun, and Qinyan. These guys are awesome, especially Qinghua and Beidou. They are massive characters. Qinghua being the best support character that you can find in the game, mixes well with every possible team you can think of. Beidou, massive damage dealer, massive supporter. You guys cannot miss this. So let's move on to the Theater Mechanicus. So this Theater Mechanicus is a new event that's coming out with the 1.3 update, baby. And what we're seeing here is the description of that event. So when you enter a co-op session of Theater Mechanicus, the max constructible beneficus, I don't think I'm saying that right, Mechanici, is a collective limit that is shared between all players. Each player still accrues beneficus points individually. God knows what that means, because I don't. But what they're talking about are these little mechanical guys here. I'm not going to say it again because, as you heard, I butchered it the first time. But there is different types of Mechanicus in this, each with its own according element, and obviously more to come, even with different options. As we can see a longbow, we can see Gust here, we can see Mark 1, but you can see your obvious elemental damage Mechanicus. Tidal flats being Hydro, Spark, Thin Ice, Thunderstrike. We can see all these repping all the different elements. and these are the ones you will need to choose from while doing the Theater Mechanicus event. In the event, you'll need to place these individually in this Theater Mechanicus to be able to deal damage to these enemies. In the top left, you'll see that black, purple little portal looking thing on the wall. Enemies will flow from there, and you'll need to kill them and kill all the enemies within that wave using not only your characters, but using this Mechanicus that they've put in the game. As you can see, you can choose which one you want to do, and you can place it on these squares in front of the character here. Now, with that being said, not only do you have to do these Mechanicus, but there's these things called the Mystic Arts for the stage. So, for example, you can use these points that are located here, which we'll get to in just a moment, don't worry, such as you can see here will be consumed to give you these bonuses. So we got Pyro, Mechanicy, Attack, 50+%. So that would be for, of course, as you know, your Pyro Mechanicus. So not only do you get to use your characters, you get to use the Mechanicus, but you also get to use these bonuses. Upon completing the challenge, you can get reward multipliers based on all the different things you did during your session, whether it be by yourself or with the people you were playing with co-op. And then in turn, using those points to do more inside of the shop that you get, the different rewards you get, and so on and so forth. We've seen it before, guys. We're talking Heroes Wit books. We're talking gems to level up them weapons. We're talking all kinds of PrimoGems in this event. It's going to be off the chain.
Did he just say free PrimoGems?
Moving on. Now we are on to the Geo Bishops and where to find them. So in the Bishops and where to find them, you will have to go to the expedition area that you normally go to, which is the adventurer chick named Carolyn, something like that. And within that, you will have to start expeditions to narrow down and hunt down these bishops. And these are not your normal little Sonic the Hedgehog guys that go forth and they roll, you kill them. It takes a bit of a second. Sometimes you get smacked up like I do when they do that stupid disco spinning thing and go on the ground. But through this, you can get these rewards and you'll be able to hunt them down. But that's not all. You're not out of the woods yet. With this investigation, per investigation, you'll get to add characters. The more characters you add, you'll be able to, as you can see on the right-hand side, not only get those rewards, there is recommended elements, and if using those people and those recommended elements, you get a bonus reward chance, meaning you can get more than just those investigation rewards, but we'll have to come to see what are those rewards. Not only that, however, as you can see, it's required 2+ people, but you can also use your friends' characters as support, one support character. So as you can see here, this person chose his traveler friend's Ganyu, and the reward chance went up 4%. Amazing. That means make your friends, get handshake agreements, because this thing is going to be off the chain with them rewards. Who doesn't want more rewards for being friends? After that, you will go on to the next step of being on the hunt. So as you can see here, after a period of investigation, you finally have the Geo Bishop's whereabouts locked down, baby, locked down. These creatures are as strong as they are cunning, and they will not appear easily. Please head for the location provided by the guild to eliminate. I'm guessing the Geo Bishops is what it's going to say. Now here is the big boy himself. The new Geo Bishop type, other than the hatchlings, is the mature Geo Bishop. It is said after many years have passed, Geo Bishop hatchlings will shed the armor that originally protected them and become Geo Bishops. But you think that's it. Even though there's this Geo Bishop here that's bigger, there's also different types of these bad boys running around, as you can see in the trailer. By the way, if I did not mention this, the trailer will be in the description down under, so make sure to go check that out. It's amazing. You can see these guys in action. Let's get back to it. So not only is there the mature Geo Bishop, but you have the bad boys, the head honchos, the El Jefes, the Primo Geo Bishop. It's a mythical beast. After many years, the awesomely powerful ancient Geo Bishops grow accustomed to changes in their elemental environment. We're talking pyro, baby. We're talking electric. We're talking water. We're talking mad damage. Lots of deaths for me, but let's continue.
Man, that motherfucker looked like Godzilla.
So upon killing those guys, you'll get those rewards for each hunt. And obviously, again, we know the statistics, guys. We know how it works. The more of these guys we kill, we'll get character upgrade stuff. We will get free Heroes Wit books. We'll get PrimoGems. We'll get the gems, which I always forget what they're called, to upgrade them weapons. So after the bishops and where to find them, another thing going on in 1.3 is using the Curious Camera for the 5 Flushes of Fortune event.
Yes, 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 no, no, no.
The Curious Camera, as you can see, it's going to be different than the camera you're using now, but this one says this: use this during the 5 Flushes of Fortune event to store images that contain objects with a specifically or specially designated color in them. Jing Tong, which is the NPC you'll be going to turn these in when you take the pictures, imported this new camera model from Fontaine, but it seems to not work as he hopes it might. So using this, as you'll see in the trailer, you'll take pictures of different things in the world, like the apples, like the different flowers, and it's gonna make colored pictures that you're gonna be able to use. When you use those pictures, here's an example of some rewards you can earn. Look at that, 60 PrimoGems, Mystic Enhancement Ores, Heroes Wit, Mora, the works, just for taking some pictures. It says gather photos of 5 different colors and exchange them with Ji Tong for fortune troves that contain these beauties. And now, my favorite part, because y'all know the struggle, and it is real. We're talking real of leveling up and having so many Heroes Wit. I mean, damn, who knew it would take so many books, so many Heroes Wit to get your character from 80 to 90? I didn't, and now I'm broke. And so I need this, baby. I need this. This is the Ley Line Overflow event. So during the Ley Line Overflow, whether it be the Blossom of Wealth or the Experience Blossom, which I can't remember the name to save my life, you'll get double rewards during this period that you can do, as it says, 3 a day. So as you can see, if you want to see what it's going to look like, when you go to put just original resin, we don't know if it's going to say condensed resin as well. I'm assuming so, but we'll see. You can, with just 20 resin, it'll give you ×2 the bonus. 2 times the bonus, ×2 the bonus, double, trouble to the bonus. Here's an example of the ley line overflow in action. So the flow of experience within the ley lines has been notably great of late during this event. So he puts 20 resin in, just 20, and my boy here gets 28 of the blue books and 30 experience towards those gamer cards that you get, the background cards for each of your characters. 28 books. That's insane. Moving on to the next event. The next new item we will be working on in this event is the Parametric Transformer. The Parametric Transformer is a device that can transmute materials placed within and convert it into some other material. During the transmutation process, you must use elemental attacks to generate enough energy for the transmutation to take place. After obtaining the transmuted materials, you must wait 7 days to use it once again. 7 days. So for example, here's how it works. As you can see, it's at 0%, but the more elemental energy or attacks you use, the more you can see it actually going in to the Parametric Transformer. So for example, you can see the Traveler using the Animo skill and boom, it went from 0 to 50. I highly doubt it was just one attack, or he's just holding it down, but we can kind of see that for ourselves once it pops up. And here's an example of the different items that you'll use in turn in the parametric transformer to be able to get whatever it gives us. Because even in the 1.3 YouTube video, when they were talking about this, they said, we can't ruin it all, stay tuned. So I'm super excited to see what these turn into. Here's a super special item that we're talking about here. It's called the Dust of Azoth. This thing is awesome. Let me just read it to you. A device that can transmute elemental ascension materials and change their elemental attribute. Its practical use, notwithstanding alchemy, is the study of the nature of matter and the rules that underpin blah, 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 blah. That first part is the only thing we need to pay attention to. So what this does as you watch the video, or if you go watch the program, which I'll also put in the links down under that you can watch yourself so you can get the recap and see exactly what I'm talking about word for word, is let's say you're like, I want my Diluc to be level 90, but I don't got enough of them red gems to make the gold red gems. But I do have a crap ton of those yellow gems. Too bad I don't need any gold yellow gems anymore. Get this, with this material at the actual craft station, you can use those yellow gems with this material and make the red gems that you need. And then boom, level that Diluc up, do some damage, go out on the town, and show them what you're working with. That's why this thing is special. There's not a lot that I'm not excited about for this, because there's a shit ton of stuff that I can do with this because I'm constantly running out of gems. Next, we are talking about the Shao Market. So the Shao Market, there hasn't been a lot of detail on this, but in the Shao Market, with this currency, it almost looks similar to the Theater Mechanicus. But, you know, who will see? It's the normal 3 stages like we've seen in the past couple events, where each day or each couple days, each stage will open is what I'm guessing. But we get the fragments that we need. We also get some Heroes Wit. I'm guessing that there's going to also be some PrimoGems in there, as well as some Mora, obviously, and of course give us some crowns so we can get those final talents up to where they need to be massive damage. So some quality of life things they did in your archive book, how you can see different things like your equipment and materials. They have added a living beings section. The living beings section contains many things, one of them being enemies and monsters. So within the living beings section, especially the enemies and monsters, you'll get to see all the enemies you fought, how many of each enemy you have killed and fought, and you can also see 3D images that you can rotate around that you can check out each individual monster. Not only that, not only the monsters, but you can check out all the kittens, all the puppies, all the little fishies that you decided to smash down. And don't you lie, because I know myself, when I was frustrated or when I was just being plain out dumb, killed one of them cats. For example, moving back to the more serious beasts, especially just looking here, the Primo Geovishap, it'll give you some lore description or a description of that beast, and you can circle around him in a 3D form to give this bad boy a check out. I mean, he is like the head honcho Sith Lord of the bosses at this current time of these Geovishaps. He's gonna be nasty. One more super awesome thing so you can stand out and you can show how amazing, how chillax, and how bombastic you are is, on top of giving you a gamer card and giving you an avatar to choose, you will now have an achievement display in your section, which will show the total amount of achievements you've done in the game, as well as your highest level of Spiral Abyss that you've done. More so, you will also be able to have a character showcase that you can put your top characters in there. And at the bottom, you can either hide their details, or you can click that little guy and show their details. What that means is if you were to show their details, any one of your friends can click any of these characters, any single one, to see what you're rocking and how you're getting that mad wombo combo damage with your Ganyu? How are you getting the albedo damage? How are you absolutely crushing it with Child? Because their Child's doing that little baby force damage. And you can just show them what you're working with. Another cool thing that I would definitely check out in the video that they gave as a little extra tidbit for you was the Stellar Moments. So the Stellar Moments is Genshin Impact's first character soundtrack album, which features 17 different tracks, guys. So, oh my God, I don't know about you, but I am super excited for this event. But as promised, that, like I said in the introduction when you were watching, there is free PrimoGems currently available, 300 of them to get right now. So go ahead and continue watching this video. Make sure to get all these codes, put them in nice and easy peasy so you can get 300 free PrimoGems and shave up for Chow. I know everybody's shaving up for Chow, just like me. And I'm saving a lot because I want that man. He looks like a beast. And so this has been Joe on the SX View channel. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you like what you heard, if you like what you saw and you want more Genshin Impact as well as other games that we play. Make sure to hit the follow, make sure to hit the subscribe, make sure to hit that little ding bell so that way you can know when we go live. And also, as a little fun tidbit, if you just want to have a fun conversation, if you love Genshin Impact, come by the Twitch. I do stream on there every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, and that is Mountain Time, 7:30. But until next time, this has been Joe on the SX View, giving you a different view.